Hey guys, welcome to another video. Welcome to my thoughts and opinions on Survivor 43. Survivor 43, I never did this video for, 42 and 41, and I could have, because I hated those seasons. Really didn't like them. I didn't like the winners. I barely liked any of the players. I think in 41, the only players I liked was Xander and Deshaun, who got second and third. Erica won, who's probably one of the most boring winners ever, and she didn't do a lot. Didn't like that season. It was rooted in identity politics and a lot of very cringy shit, and it was not interesting. It was a terrible season. 42, better, but still shit. Yeah, it was just terrible. Shit season. Both seasons, I guess, but yeah. The only one I liked in season 42 was Jonathan, and I think was his name Mike? The guy got second place? Yeah, I didn't mind them. But again, a boring season. Just, yeah, so 40, after Winners at War, 41, 42 were just such disappointments. 43 was a pretty good season. I was very disappointed how some of the outcomes happened. But this season, season 43, kind of brought back that old school feeling of Survivor, and it made me a fan again, because I was losing interest in Survivor. After 42, I was like, if 43 doesn't get better, I'm officially done watching Survivor. Because I'm almost like that on Big Brother. Because there hasn't been a good season of Big Brother in years. I haven't liked really many seasons of Big Brother in quite some time. Despite being some decent winners, just the season itself, the seasons of Big Brother, they've just been really boring and annoying to get through. Survivor was going down that road, but this brought Survivor back. It had the heart, it had the likability, and the good strategic players that I really, really enjoyed. And I loved when they started the tribes out. We had Baka, Vessi, and Coco. Didn't like Coco, but Vessi and Baka were the most interesting tribes during the pre-merge. They had the most interesting things going on and stuff. And Jesse and Cody, I'll say this, Jesse and Cody were my favorite players this season. I think they dominated the game strategically. They were Cody, I think, was the best character of the show. He was great. I loved all his confessions. I loved when he went to the Coco tribe and he's bargaining with them. That was hilarious. It was great. I love that Jesse got immunity idols because people were just giving them to him. I thought that was a brilliant move by Jesse. He barely found idols, Jesse. He just got people to give him idols. I'm like, that's so brilliant. I love them. I love them. And Cody, again, was a really good strategic player. And he was just a fun character in the show. He better come back in a future season. I fucking loved Cody so much. I was rooting for him. But if not, Jesse. The two of them really made all the Vessi stuff in the pre-merge super entertaining. For Baka, I really enjoyed Owen and Gabler. Owen was this underdog. He never fully knew what he was doing. He was always left out on a lot of votes and stuff. But he had so much heart. He had a lot of heart in him. And I loved, actually, Sammy. Sammy was pretty good, too. I loved that he pretty much controlled Baka through the pre-merge. He made a lot of the decisions, and he always, hid his intelligence because he was a really smart player, but he had to act dumb sometimes because he didn't want to be a threat. Gabler in the pre-merge actually acted like an imbecile most of the time. I actually had no hope for Gabler. No hope for him at all. I'm like, he doesn't know what he's doing in this game. He is playing like an amateur. However, when the merge hit, Gabler, stepped his game up, man. But the pre-merge was pretty good. There's a lot of good storytelling with some of the cast and stuff. I thought everything with Coco was boring. I think most of the players were pretty boring, except the episode when they vote out, what's her name? I think it's Lindsay. I love that. That episode was so funny because she almost voted herself out. She was not even a target, but then she got so paranoid, they just wanted her to leave. They just voted her out. I thought that was kind of funny. I thought that was pretty hilarious. Uh, the Geo vote was kind of funny too, but I don't know. Coco just was never interesting to me. But when the merge happened, the gameplay kind of stepped up and stuff. And Gabler kind of showed that he was a pretty ballsy player. He made some ballsy moves. He basically put Janine on the jury and stuff. He went balls to the wall. And he was also a really good physical player. He won immunity challenges as well. And he won the fire ranking in the final four and stuff. But I thought he was playing much better. But again, Cody and Jesse were running this game. And Carla was pretty good too. I thought she was pretty good as well. But throughout the merge, a lot of crazy, some pretty cool moves. That the James blindside was pretty good. James was really, really, really bitter. I could tell he looked a little pissed off when he got voted out and stuff. And Sammy, he had to do the shot in the dark, but then he left. It was sad seeing Sammy go. And again, Owen, just for this whole game, he was always like left out of the loop, and just you always felt bad for the guy. He was like, oh my god, he's trying so hard, but like no one ever wants to work with him and stuff. He was kind of like, again, he's like that Cinderella story. So I thought maybe Owen was going to win this season. Just how he was edited in the show, that like maybe he's going to win because he's showing he's like an underdog. It's going to be like a Cinderella story that he wins and stuff. Or I thought Jesse might have won. When Cody gets voted out in the final 6, that was brutal. That was fucking brutal. That was probably... I loved watching it, even though Cody was my favorite player this season. I loved watching it because I've never seen such a brutal like vote out in a long time, since like I think Ty in Korong when he betrayed Brett and Jason. That was brutal. This was so brutal. Like Cody and Jesse were like brothers out there, and Cody gave his idol to Jesse. Jesse did not give it back to him, and he took him out of the game. It was insane. Cody's face was like, I thought he was going to maybe punch Jesse. I'm like, oh my god. But I have to admit, it was a brilliant move by Jesse. It was a great strategic move. Fucking great move. Then they take out Carla next. That was another good move, because Carla, if she made it to Final 3, she probably had a really good chance of winning. But Jesse's move, taking Cody out, was the single-handedly best move of the season. What a great move. I was rooting for Jesse to win after that, because Cody was my favorite. I was rooting for him. Like, Jesse better fucking win, man. That was an amazing strategic move. But no, he doesn't win the final immunity challenge. And him and Gabler go to a fire making challenge, and Gabler beats him. Which is not a shock whatsoever, because Gabler is a better fire maker. And the final 3 is Cassidy, Owen, and Gabler. Which was a little disappointing, I'll admit. It was a little disappointing. I wanted a Cody, Jesse, Sammy final 3. Or even like a Gabler, Cody, Jesse. Like I wanted Cody, at least Cody or Jesse in the final 3. The fact that none of them made it, like my 2 favorite players, the fact that none of them made it final 3, it was a little disappointing. But Owen, Cassidy, and Gabler, I did not want Cassidy to win. I was not a fan of her game. I didn't think she played a strategic game. I don't even think she played a good social game. She played a really good physical game. I'll admit, she won challenges. She was a challenge beast. I can give her that. She was a great physical competitor. Owen was also just an okay strategic player. He was a good physical player, a good social player, but he was lacking in a lot of things in the game. Gabler did all 3 pretty well. Like, social game was decent, physical game was good. He did do some strategic gameplay in the game. And he had the best story, and the fact that he wanted to donate all his money to the veterans, like, he's got a good story, and he did play a pretty decent game. I don't think he played the best game. I don't think any of the final 3 played the best game. I thought that went to Cody or Jesse or even a Carla. I thought literally 4th place, 5th place, and 6th place played better than the top 3. But yeah, I even want like maybe if it was like Carla, Jesse, and Gabler, that would have been a pretty good final 3. But anyways, Gabler ended up winning the season. Gabler won. And Cassidy got 2nd place. Owen got 3rd. I'd rather Owen probably get 2nd place. I know, but Gabler, the final tribal council, Gabler does present his case in a very logical way. I would have probably, if I was on the jury, I probably would have voted Gabler as well. Even though I was leaning Owen, because he's got that like underdog story that I really liked. But Gabler was the better player out of the three. Out of the three, he was the better player, and with the better story. However, like if you were just going like who was the best player of the game, I think it was Jesse. Jesse, then maybe Cody, then Carla. Maybe Cody and Carla are like tired. I thought again Jesse, Cody, and Carla were the three best players of the game. But out of these three, I think Gabler was the right choice to win the season. Did I see it coming? Oh, absolutely not. When I was watching the pre-merge, I didn't think Gabler. I thought Gabler would have been like second, third jury member or something like that. But he did show some pretty like strategic, maneuvering in the game. And he played a good social game. He was very likable. He was very liked by the cast. And he did play a great physical game. He did play all three aspects of the game, which I think Cassidy and Owen were lacking. Owen lacking a strategy and Cassidy lacking a social game and even a strategic game and stuff. I think Gabler, even though he didn't master all three, he did all three decently well. So he is the right choice to win the game. Again, he's no Carla, Cody, or Jesse, but I'd love to see a Carla, Cody, Jesse, all three of those players come back. I'd love to see a lot of these players come back. I would even love to see what's his name, Dwight. I liked him. I'd like to see Dwight come back. I would even like to see Owen come back. Like I there's a few of these players I would like to see. All in all, I thought the season was a good season. I enjoyed it. I actually had fun watching it. There was no politics in the show. There was no like sad stories. Maybe in the first episode, but like there was no sad stories throughout the whole season. There was no victimhood in this show. It was a lot of fun characters, good strategic gameplay, but also the funness of Survivor, like the experience and the journey of the game. And I felt like they just picked a really good cast. There was not a single cast member of the season I hated. There were some I wasn't like a big fan of at all, really, but none I hated. 41, 42, most of those casts I hated, like legit hated. No one I hated this season. There's a couple players I thought were duds, but for the most part, I enjoyed the cast and had a lot of fun. I thought this was a solid season. I'm actually looking forward to 44. I'm looking forward to seeing what's going to happen. I thought this was a solid season. Had a good time. What'd you all think? Did you think this brought Survivor back to the greatness? Or do you need a couple more seasons to, get that great survival feel again? Let me know. What are your thoughts on the season? Who's your favorite player? Who did you want to win? What was your favorite episode? What was your favorite challenge? Give me all that. Comment below. Let me know. And as always, for this video, please like, subscribe to this channel, and join the dark side.